you'll see here, this client started from basically zero. We started back in November of 2024, and straight out of the gate, we spent $1,350 and made 17.5 grand. So the return on ad spend on that was huge. It was 12.95. Obviously, as we spend more, the return on ad spend does come down. We do it in stages though, where we can recover a bit more return on ad spend. And that's why you want to do it slowly. Now, you've got to keep in touch with your client, right? So if you're an agency and you're managing it, or if you are an e-commerce store and someone's running your ads, you need to be in contact with the person running the ads, right? Because they need to know what's your daily profitability like. And I know some agencies do track this. I do it a lot more casually and just talk with the client. But that's just me, because I mainly just focus on one channel, and I try that the return on ad spend is just so lucrative that it doesn't matter, right? Particularly back here, it wouldn't have mattered what the daily profit was, because I know they were going to be profitable at these numbers. At the start, when you take on a client or when someone comes to you, you need to know what the break-even return on ad spend and break-even cost per conversion is, and that helps the person scale. So as you can see, I actually scaled this relatively quickly, and we've gone from, the 17.5 grand. By the way, this is very minimal brand in here. There's some brand, and I'll show you the campaign breakdown. But I know a lot of people see these and go, oh, it's all brand. It's not. And this is actually using standard shopping. Initially, what happened with this account was the merchant center actually got banned as well. And we had to try and get that back. Well, actually, I think the main products were all getting flagged as having issues. And so we had to try and recover that. And it did take some time. And so how we started off was we did some cold search and a dynamic search campaign and a branded search. They were the 3 campaigns we had set up. And now we've added a standard shopping campaign. I did add a zombie SKU campaign because basically zombie SKUs are any products that aren't really being seen in your main campaign. Less is more with Google. If you have one campaign, it's actually going to perform better than if you have 10. It just always does. The return on ad spend just plummets when you spread it too thin. But as you get bigger, and if you have multiple types of products and stuff like that, you do need to group things together, particularly different price points, because otherwise these campaigns just do not perform well. But the best performing campaign a lot of the time, particularly, and you can tell, we're probably on track to do 100K this month, right? So 100K, 200K is really easy to do with a single campaign, as long as there's demand for the product. Even probably 300-400K, you can still do it. I think once you get probably to around the $500,000 mark, this is an Australian only business. So I'm talking about Australian only. If you're in the US, these numbers are much higher. So this is an Australian only business. And I'll show you the campaign breakdown, but we're on track, within 3 months, right? 2-3 months, 4 months. 4 months, sorry. We're almost at the 4-month mark. We've got to 100K from zero. We've literally gone from 0 to 100K in 4 months. And it's pretty common for my strategy to do this. I just know when to increase the budget, when to push, when to pull back, and then how to push.